Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm from Macquarie University, Faculty of Science and Engineering, School of Mathematical and Physical Sciences. Oh, sorry. There you go, back. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So high level, we are moving from virtual reality online into the large live space, large theater. So my problem is an empty theater, not an empty break rooms or Zoom space. Just to introduce myself, I have a Master of Science in Mathematics from a university in Poland called Jagiellonian University. I did PhD in statistics at Macquarie University. Then I worked as a quantitative analyst at Westpac. And then I returned to academia, and since then I've been teaching various years statistics students units, including large enrolled service units. I am so-called teaching-focused academic, teaching-focused lecturing statistics. So we've got problem, and let's get straight into it. Chat with your neighbor about the frequent issues with lectures. So please turn into your neighbor who is closest to you and chat 1 minute, and 1 minute to get your ideas. Frequent issues with lectures.
Oh, really? And then the constructive one is there. The other issue is that you have to so we end up a large room and small uni first semester, that's one. They don't have I said to the lecture.
Okay, time's up. Time's up. So what would be the issue with that? I'm thinking about live lectures, but you may come up with some online lectures. I don't experience. Yes. Attendance, yeah, attendance. Yeah.
Well, tied in with that, if you want students to do the sort of thing you just asked us to do, there may not be anyone sitting nearby to talk to.
To talk to, yeah, like everyone has got someone to talk to. Was there anyone who couldn't talk to anyone? I saw one person who is now hiding. So, yeah, anything else? Yeah. Okay. So this side. Yep. So you see the scientists here. The scientists are thinking, how can we improve attendance and student engagement and participation in live lecture? And this is my problem. This is my big problem. This is a plot. It starts at the top. Week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5. My part of the workload, giving live lectures, started 500s, and it's convex. Is it convex? Convex goes down and finishes about 60. So this is my issue. So I started to think, how can I improve this, and what can I do to bring? You can see 500, meaning I have 500 students. It's a large, nice theater. It's an opportunity to talk to 500 students. How can I?
So if it's 500 in week 1, it's out of
780, something like that.
okay, so they
They coming in week 1, yeah. So now I explain why they're coming in week 1. Sorry, you were saying 50?
In the first 2 they get
50%. 50 students out of how many?
500.
Oh, okay, that's new situation, it's different boundary condition and start. So what's wrong? Maybe there's something wrong with the unit, right? Maybe there's something. So this is stat 1170, introductory statistics. The pie chart shows representation of various disciplines. So it's called so-called service unit. And I've got Bachelor of Cognitive Brain Sciences, Bachelor of Cybersecurity, Human Sciences, IT, Medical Sciences, Bachelor of Science General, some Master Data students, Open University Australia, other. If your discipline is represented below 3% of the entire cohort, then you're ending up in big light purple 34. These are non-statistical disciplines. You won't find many statisticians there. 1,200 students, about 700, almost 800 is eligible to actually attend. And we offer them 500-seater theater. In the week one, they are actually coming and they're sitting on the stairs, and then it goes down. So my students say, if I had only 1 day left to live, I would leave it in my statistics class. Why would that be? And Macquarie University representation, please do not answer. Because so yeah, let's leave it for a Q&A. So I started to think and go deep into deep thinking. Left screen, left side. I very many years ago chatting to someone online in random chat, and I mentioned when I was still at Westpac, and I mentioned, oh, I used to, as a student, used to teach statistics, and she says, oh, that dreaded 170. That time was 170. So it's a very bad memory. It told me I already forgot about it, but only recently this came back to my mind. Yeah, students don't really like it. Cut 2, 2023, I'm at my children's birthday party and I'm talking to someone and she tells me, oh, you're teaching statistics. Oh, I remember statistics. I did it at uni once. I'm not a statistician, but I really enjoyed it. And I was like, oh, wow, so that must have been Introductory Statistics. What did you do? Well, what did they do that you enjoyed that? And she said, oh, well, there was these charismatic professors telling us stories. They were really engaging and it was so charismatic. I don't remember anything, but I just remember the feeling of being there. So I'm thinking, interesting. So I'm not charismatic storyteller. What can I do? So first reaction was active learning. Maybe I can do something around the active learning. I have a colleague from another university who was asking me about some workshops on increasing engagement in a classroom. So in 2023, I tried peer discussions of concepts. So like you would be discussing concepts, and you will be discussing concept today in 5-10 minutes. I play music in the background. I did acknowledgement of country for children because you have to move your hands down, up, and that employs more sensory. It's more sensory experience, better, not just sitting. I sourced from literature and from some repositories jokes, but only one-liners, but not the long ones. Guest speakers. I had guest speakers. Students really liked them. They were asking questions, but only 20 minutes. I always try to prepare the content with guest speaker and merge it with actually the content of the week. Collecting data from students, it's like you asking students to give you your highs or even averages of samples, and then we put it together in the Excel and plot it together. So they collect the sample, they provide the data and they analyze that. We solve only one conventional textbook question. Teaching aid, the Galton board. It's a big Galton board, and the beds are going down and they follow the normal distribution. And overall, it was very packed, structured series of activities. By the way, what do you call a group of statisticians standing in a circle? Statisticians? Okay, we may come back to this in the Q&A. It works. It worked. The improvement. Look at the curve. The curve it's still convex. The curve improved. And in week 5, I'm ending up with 120. So I double the retention rate. Slow, yeah. to some extent. Okay, we can fix it later. We can even fix it more. So I started thinking, how can I get more? Because it's working, but what can I bring? So I thought, okay, this is the theater like theater. So they could just if the show is interesting, attendants are leaning forward and want to see what's on the stage. So I thought, applied theater for statistics. Luckily, at our Macquarie University, we have something like Creative Performing and Arts and Entertainment Industries course run by Department of Dramatic Arts or something like that. I sent them email and I'm still waiting for the reply. In the meantime, I browsed through the Bridges conference. You probably heard about this one. It's packed with mathematics, a lot of mathematics, and I found some US Math department show report. So I contacted the professor. I jumped on the Zoom, we talked, he told me a lot about the tricks, what could I input, but he also connected me with a science promoter, and science promoter met with me, science promoter from Australia, from Victoria, somewhere. And she told me, how about you use peer instruction? It's a special method, and I'll show what's peer instruction. How do you use it? Here you go, you've got some material resources. Okay, it's interesting. Let's try this. And here it is, semester 1, 2021, peer instruction. Look at the curve. It's not only went up, shifted up, but it changed the convexity. Now it's concave, closer. So the attendance in week 3, sorry, what? Wait, I want, no, this curve, this 200, the green one.
But it's concave.
It's
Extrapolates it.
but it's almost touching the ceiling. That's what I want. So. My other lecturer said that he's surprised there's so many students this year, this semester. So it works, and I run the surveys. The majority of students say they like it. They like it. They see the benefit of this format in the lectures. Okay, so what is the, and that's actually a guest speaker, and this is a full theater. So from an empty theater, I've got theater. Okay. So what are peer instructions? Some of you may recall them or may remember them. They were invented and popularized in the 90s by a physicist, Eric Mazur, 1997. There's a book, also referred as Mazur's sequence. And it's a sequence of activities. I illustrated the sequence. Here we go. Here we pose the question to the question is presented to the class. Students use their phones, read the QR codes. In the past, we would use clickers. I never had clicker in my hand, but there were some clickers. Students vote using this online app. They form groups between 2 to 5, discuss the problem 4 minutes, and vote again on the same question, but different QR code, different quiz. And then I'm comparing the results and we explain. And you can run the sequences between 2 and 4 within 1 hour. So each one takes, in this, with such a big audience, it takes about 15 minutes to wrap it up. So you can write about between 2 to 4. Okay, demonstration. I'm sorry about the online audience because I prepared it for live audience. We will do some, this is something what I give to students in week 5 when we just starting hypothesis testing, a refutable claim as a precursor to the hypothesis testing. So we make some observation about phenomena, we state a research question, we state a hypothesis, and we want to collect the sample, and then we run the test, and we reject or not reject. And if we reject it, we come up with a different hypothesis and so on. Not then. Okay, so please pick up your phones and scan the QR code. And choose the correct answer. So which one? Choose refutable claims. We have 4 options. More than one is correct. someone got problem with connecting to the quiz, let me know. I'll